Hello all, this is me Aishwarya Darbha. I am a certified Zentangle teacher. I live in Pune, India. So I'm giving a little bit of voiceover today. We had an issue with the video, the live video class on Facebook. So I thought I'll just give a voiceover and explain. Uh, I try my best to explain all the steps that I have taken. So right now I'm creating a string with a pencil. Lightly, gently create a heart shape. So now draw a circle-like shape just on the offset of this heart. So I'm using my micron pen and I'm creating the first tangle for today. That is Tangle M-anning. We're gonna change a bit of these step outs for this tangle. Let's start with the drawing of a pin tomb like shape, a small one. And then we start with a stroke starting from that center point and create a flux-like shape. So you can see that it is like a petal shape. Thereafter, I go again with the same stroke and leave it on the top of the first flux-like shape that we created. Once again, I trace my line from that center point and slowly keep it over the second petal-like shape. You can see that I keep turning my tile each time, so that helps in creating a circular shape. Just go very slow. You can create large shapes or smaller ones, just that it fits your tile. So now you can see me that I'm receding the size. So once I reach the end, what I do is I start from that intersection point and again put it out. So I just keep creating the petal shape until it nicely covers inside. So I'm taking a bit of time and cleaning up those sketchy lines, just making it nice, dark, black, thick. Gently, slowly. Sorry for the first video, it came a bit blurry because we had some internet issue and I lost the video, so I had to just download it in the smaller SD version. So this is a high definition video. I think you can clearly see each step. So I'm still cleaning up the pen stroke. So now what I do is I start drawing hearts a bit in a cross shape that just fits rightly into the flux. And then I add a dash of line that cuts in the middle of the heart. And then I ink the left side completely. So just take a bit of time and nicely ink this whole piece. So here I go about again, create that heart shape, and then draw the line, cut it from the center, and ink the left hand side. So you can watch me do this same thing stroke by stroke for the whole manning process tangle. Slowly I finish my tie with that heart shape. So now I'll create an aura to the complete triangle. So it creates like a border. You can see that for each stroke I lift up my pen, rotate my dial, and again I come back. So this helps in focus and easily gives you that Zen experience of Zentangle. So now I start drawing strokes of lines that meets to the end of the heart. Here again I go about and then I create a V-like shape tracing from the end and then fill it with ink. So it creates a nice stripe-like shape that gets thicker on the ends. So I'll be doing this for each and every petal shape. For our ease, I'll just try to speed up the video. Just adding those small little details. So now I'll start adding few strokes of lines for the Tangle Aquafleur, but I will be creating lines that are going in both directions. So you can see there's a bended line So it's looking more like a band shape. So as you come closer to that point, I'll just thin the lines. Here again, so you see that I also curve my lines. Yes, I found the word. It's like a concave lines. Just use that heart shape as my string. So you see that I can create one more in the ends. So now I draw a three-leg shape on the ends, just creating a different end. I'm considering those strokes as like a heart shaped. I take some stroke lines and create a V-like shape just to give some interest. So now I start drawing hearts in one of the section that is open-ended near those bands. So I'll go about in different size and different stroke. Like I take from the right, then the left. So I leave the center empty as of now, and then create hearts. I try to see that it just covers that space. You can note that the hearts are becoming larger and larger, and the bigger as it reaches the top. Some hearts are even overlapping, like they are playing and rolling against each other. So now I start adding orb-like shape wherever I see there is a gap. It doesn't have to be like a roundish, just fill that space in between. So now I'm going to create aura for each of these bands of the Aquafleur. Just a flowy, nice. You start from the center, and then take the strokes one by one. I do it again. I use the same pen for all this, but you can change it, you can add different color, or maybe use a thicker line. So now I start adding little bit of shuttack. That is once again on the tangle, just lines that goes from left to right, then again start from left to right the other way. Just one stroke at a time. You can change the direction of the tide and create it. Really not counting the lines that I'm taking, just whatever fits in. That's it. I'll slightly speed up the video so you can just watch me. I'm just checking, seeing if anything is left out. So we'll start with the shading process. What I do is I just create shading on one side of the Tangle M-anning, mostly towards my right. Using a sharp pencil will help in shading very well. And keeping it a bit slant will help the graphite to ooze out and your strokes are not really pointy. So now I shade that white portion on the top. It's optional if you wish not to, you don't have, you need not. So now I add little bit of shading on the outside of that Tangle M-anning. I take time and start adding shading on the downwards of this lovely Tangle Aquafleur, just under each band. Sorry. So as I come towards my right, I try to put shading a bit darker in the ends. And you can see that I've changed the direction of the shade. Add some pencil strokes on the top of the shutter. So I take my tortillon and just simply blend those points wherever I had put the shading to smoothen it out. And then I go about the whole shape, the flower, a nice bunch of M-anning. It looks like a gift wrap. So I once again take my pencil and add a little bit of shading on the overlapping hearts just to give that kind of interest. Just here and there. I'm keeping all my pencil stroke very loose. I take my tortillon, just smoothen those strokes of pencil. Shit. So whatever graphite is there on my tortillon, I'm just using it and smoothing, adding it to that edge. See how nice and beautiful it is. I totally enjoyed this process of tangling. I hope you too do. Do share your artwork on Facebook club, that is Tangle Inspire Club. It's a group and where we are all adding our artworks. Just in the ends, I'm creating some little bit of shading to the other side as well. Very light shade. If you give me a tile, I'll just go about like this hours and hours. Don't stop anywhere. There's so many things that we can do. Thank you for joining with me in this session. Just write the tangle names on the back side. See you tomorrow again, next time. Yeah, see you tomorrow. 10 a.m. at the Facebook page, Tangle and Inspire. Take care. Bye-bye.